Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, rockin' time is here. That's right, we're talking about Rockwell's Somebody's Watching Me on Kill by Kill Kills the Video Star. Greetings and salutations, everyone. It's your old pal Patrick Chemical, coming to you once again from a nondescript Spanish duplex in the middle of Los Angeles. This is the Kill by Kill podcast, where we usually talk about a horror movie and its characters, but we're not ready for that yet. We're still working up to it. That's okay. We're about to talk about one of the most weird-ass music videos ever committed to film. And here to help me is the only person I trust that when the waiter arrives with a full piglet, she'll say, "Is it time for a shower now?" The one, the only, Gina Radcliffe. How are you doing today, Gina?
When isn't it time for a shower?
In this music video, it's always time for a shower, even if you're wearing a suit and tie. Mr. Rockwell, that is not his real name. No, he spends the vast majority of his time in his own apartment soaking wet for no particular reason.
Oh, yeah. He is wet, sweaty, showered. I don't know what means of moisture it is, but yeah.
But he's never naked. It's the other problem.
I think someone made the mistake of telling him that this was sexy.
Yeah, what the ladies like, they like to see a guy in a shower with some terry cloth shorts on. That makes them hot.
The constantly, you're called away from your shower because someone has knocked on your door look is a very, very erotic look.
Now what we're going to do, okay? Rockwell, you're hot, you're sexy, you take your shirt off, you're all wet, and you're scared, and the ladies love that. Now I'm going to shoot you from underneath, right? 2.5 stories up so I can see right up your nostrils, the sexiest part of a man.
Well, before we move on, we have to say that the success of Rockwell is very inspiring because it is a true story of how anybody can make it in the music industry. As long as your dad owns Motown Records.
Yes. As long as the company that puts out your debut album just so happens to have been founded by the guy who runs the place,
Yeah,
that sort of thing.
Yeah, and you could get just anybody, you or me. You don't have to have any singing talent.
No, you don't have to sing necessarily. It's more of a talk singing.
But somehow you could get studio time.
Mm-hmm.
You could get you could get recording tape.
Yeah,
you could get Michael Jackson at his peak.
To just sing a hook for you.
Thriller era Michael Jackson singing backup for you.
I don't know if I have the full power here to deliver on this hook. Who can I get? Oh, I know. My good friend Michael Jackson. Yeah, sure. Why not?
It's a story of American success. It's not who you know. It's who gives birth to you.
Yes. Now, it should be noted that while he is the son of Berry Gordy, he went to extreme degrees to sort of shield who he was when he actually got the record contract. That being said, the song he shopped to Motown contained a hook sung by Michael fucking Jackson, with Jermaine also on background. So they were very happy to give him a deal because he had done all the work himself. All they had to do was put it out and just collect the money as it spit into their coffers.
Yeah, but alas, this was his only hit.
Yes, I did watch the music video for his follow-up, Obscene Phone Caller, and it's not good. It's terrible in almost every single way, musically, conceptually, also really getting around the idea that women make obscene phone calls something that is pure fantasy.
Yeah, no.
One of the lyrics is like, whoever's making these phone calls, Mr., Mrs., what, now they're married?
Imagine like, you and Becky are just bored one night. Like, no, let's make some obscene phone calls.
Oh yeah. And listen, the time is ripe. It really gets us going. Like, who can we...
You gotta say, put on that star 69. Nice.
The music video is one of those at the time where a lot of things are taken far too literally.
Yeah, and it's also that a weird period of maybe from 82 to 84 of music videos that kind of look like mini horror movies.
Yeah.
You've got this one, you've got Total Eclipse of the Heart, you've got Greg Kidd's Jeopardy.
Yes.
And you have White Wedding.
Yeah. Oh,
which are all like horrifying interpretations of the lyrics.
Yes. Taken to the worst extreme in order to be memorable. Yeah. Jeopardy is a candidate for this, I think.
They all are.
So let's get right into it. We open up walking up to this sort of duplex. It's a Spanish style duplex that it's just rife in my hometown here in Los Angeles. And I've never really liked them because inside they're a cavalcade of nonsensical layers. They're just level, like 1 step up, 2 steps down, 3 steps up, 5 steps down. Like, why are there so many levels in this fucking duplex? It's all just stairs.
They're designed by MC Escher.
Pretty much. But MC Escher, if you wanted you to have a conversation pit and walk up into your kitchen. Like, I don't want to walk up into a kitchen. It's not fun. I don't want to walk down steps with plates of food. And yet I did it because I lived in a corkscrew for almost a decade in Los Angeles. When Rockwell, I'm not really sure if the POV here is Rockwell or the person who was watching him, because Rockwell's, they quite often flashback to Rockwell in the shower during this.
Yeah, a lot of times it's the camera coming at him.
Yeah,
where he's backing away and trying to look scared.
But occasionally you also see his hands. So
to mix success.
But we do get a real early look at something we take for granted now, but obviously was very rare then. And that is FaceTime. FaceTime for doors. You look at a door and you're seeing a face, and it's a crazy half pig man face.
Yeah, I don't know. I rewatched this video to do this for the first time in years, and I still don't understand what's happening in it.
I don't know.
Is this guy like going crazy or I mean, is he just like hallucinating?
Yes, it certainly. I think they're trying to evoke the idea of paranoia, but it also feels a bit like, the Tenant, like he's losing his fucking mind.
He's definitely just having like hallucinations at the same time.
Yes. So he walks in, he sees his dog. He's a very nice dog. That's a very good boy. Or girl for that matter. Reaches out, gives him a pet, walks around half the damn house. And then going into the kitchen, a bird just flies out of nowhere.
That was again another big video thing, just birds flying everywhere.
And it was pre-Portlandia. If you had a music video, you didn't put a bird on it. You put a bird in it.
It just looked dramatic.
Sure did. It is weird that they pair that particular image with a line in the song that says, "I'm just an average man with an average life." Yes, so many crows in my average house. These constant crow problems here. And then, of course, we learn that Rockwell is right to be paranoid because he is being filmed in the shower, to the point where we get to see that he's wearing terry cloth shorts in the shower, like a never nude.
Yeah, I love that they didn't angle the camera high enough or that you didn't see he was wearing shorts. Yeah,
level those down a little bit, just below the hip bone. I mean, you can see through the camera frame. You know what's in there. Why would you? Oh, for crying out loud. It's like a basic thing here, people. I understand he doesn't want to have his wang out in front of the entire cast and crew, but there are ways around this without showing me that he's wearing shorts in the shower. That's just not cool. Also, every fucking light in this apartment is on constantly.
Yes.
Can he afford his electric bill? That seems like a lot.
I mean, he is Barry Gordy's son, so probably.
It's true. He hasn't worried about paying a light bill in quite some time. We also learn a little bit about his decorating, aesthetic. He loves the severed head of a were-rodent, average home shit.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of that punk rock flea market thing going on before the thing existed. But he doesn't look like someone that would, buy his decor from the punk rock flea market.
No, and yet he has like a ram skull and a wolfman in mid transformation, decapitated and stuffed.
He looks more like he should have like tasteful nudes on the wall or something.
What this video needs is more tasteful nudes.
Well, we do have skinny white guys in their underpants. In the cemetery, the graveyard that Rockwell inexplicably had in his backyard. Is that a thing in Los Angeles?
Oh, mini graveyards in the courtyard of your apartment building? Yes, it's rife with them. They're usually better, well kept, like there isn't the overgrowth of grass everywhere. And you usually don't have a guy wearing a diaper or paper pants in a rainstorm, just staring up at the ceiling while you hold flowers over your own cardboard gravesite.
Yeah, little Christmas carol-y there.
Is the guy who's the waiter and diaper man in the cemetery and the mailman, is he the ghost of Christmas past, present, and future?
Oh shit! I think we hit something.
I think we cracked this shit wide open. We're only 10 minutes or so into this, and we just nailed it. We might as well fold it up. Tell us where people can find you on these here internets, Gina. What the fuck else am I going to talk about that's going to rank up to that?
We did it.
Once he hits the second, part of the song here, he changes the talk singing from his own sort of high manner born affectation to that of Alfred Hitchcock.
Yeah, he puts on this weird, very broad English accent.
Yes. And it's not, I assume he's trying to sound like Alfred Hitchcock. And was that what kids wanted to listen to?
I don't know. This song is very strange. And it's one of those like, I am shocked and amazed that it became such a big hit on the radio.
It was huge. It was gigantic. This song. It was everywhere. And I think the fact that it was so talk singy was the thing that I enjoyed about it, but
yeah, he never tries to sing it. He never tries to sing.
No, I don't think that's his capacity. And Obscene Phone Caller, he also does the same sort of thing where he's talking like this. And like some people get away with it. Like the guy's a cameo, Word Up is not a really well sung song. Although those guys could sing, they took it on as affectation. But I'm not really sure I don't know that he could sing necessarily. It was more like this is my vibe, everyone, like Taco did.
Yeah.
You remember Taco?
I do remember Taco.
So Taco had the same thing, right? He was
like these bizarre narrative songs.
Yeah. Or it was a fireside chat that you were having to new wave music. It was like, when I come home at night, I bolt the door real tight. Like he's like the Monster Mash is a more, lyrical song than this. He watches TV and then decides the people on the TV are watching him.
Well, he's in the TV show. He's like the person they're holding captive.
Yeah, and they've tied him up with like 100 feet of yacht rope, like heavy rope. They're going to give him the Casino Royale treatment and just beat his balls for a little while.
Yeah, I think this video meets a lot of people's fetishes.
Pasty white guys in diapers.
Yeah, you got your diaper play, you got your BDSM, you've got your guy just always wet all the time for no reason.
Some vor elements.
Oh yeah,
real creepos. Yeah. In that cemetery, it's very tiny. Obviously, there's not a lot of space in between those two duplexes.
Yeah, they're stacking those bodies.
Are they vertical? Or do they bury them feet down?
No, I think they're stacking them like cordwood.
Okay. So you've got a pile up underneath.
Yeah.
So you go more than 6 feet down because you're stacking them like Jenga pieces.
Exactly.
Okay. Is it Jenga? Jenga. I ruined a perfectly good joke.
People are going to know what you're talking about.
We also learned that his place is infested with Stevie Nickses.
Yes. I mean, that was a problem in the early 80s.
Yes. Everywhere you went, there's diaphanous material being tossed about to someone with a tambourine and a wide brimmed hat.
A lot of swirling.
Just it's like a music concert from 3 years ago, only there's material all over the person. They're not just in a bathing suit. The Haunted Mansion at Disneyland has more taste than this apartment.
Yeah.
It's grotesque.
It's kind of interesting though that every person other than the mysterious Stevie Nicks impersonator, he's being haunted and tormented by men, which I'm not sure there's supposed to be any sort of greater meaning taken away from that. I mean, probably not, but it gives it some nuance that maybe wasn't intentional. But if you are haunted by visions of half naked men just follow you around your house.
It has to be said, there's a lot of loose dudes in closets in this video.
Maybe you need to sit down and think some things over.
He claims that he gave a treatment to the video director, and then the video director sort of used that as a launching point. So this may be the video director's deal more than Rockwell's. That being said, that's the way it comes off.
Yeah.
He walks into a fair number of closets, and there always seems to be a dude there.
Like a grinning, half-naked dude in there.
Now, granted, we keep a half-nude grinning dude here in our house, but it is mostly for the waiter duties of taking our roasted pig around. And, Gerald's great. He was worth the price to me. I don't like that he can't put his diapers in the correct place, but we're working on it and we're going to get there.
Well, nobody's perfect.
Very true. There's a moment in this movie that broke my brain. And that is at one point on the upper level, he's headed to a bedroom and he opens a door and you can see a mask has been put on the head of a dog.
Poor dog.
And he's being pushed by his ass forward. Every part of that dog does not want the mask on, does not want to be pushed forward. And if the goal was to creep me out, it is not. It's like, take that mask off of that dog.
Yeah, I don't think that dog could actually see.
No, he thinks he's being pushed to his doom. That's not okay. Not a fan. So much water is wasted in this music video. Yeah,
I do like that he deals with his paranoid delusions by showering.
When I'm in the shower, I'm afraid to wash my hair because I might open my eyes and find someone standing there.
I might find another half-naked dude grinning at me.
But the way he says, I might open my eyes, always sounded to me, and it continues to, even though I know it is not that I might open my eyes. What is over my eyes? I'm like, no, it's open my eyes.
I think my favorite part of this video is the intercuts of the psychotically grinning mailman.
Well, our men and women in blue, they work hard for us. And I don't think they should be driven to the point in which they have zombie hands. I'll tell you that right now.
We only have two horrifying depictions of mailmen. And it's this and Alone in the Dark. And even then he wasn't a real mailman. He just wore a mailman's hat.
Yes, he just wanted that hat. Is what it comes to. Or is that a guy, a telegram guy? It's been a long time.
No, I think he's supposed to be a mailman. Like, they live in one of those little towns where the mailman gets around on a bicycle.
Yeah. Like Fear No Evil. That one has a bicycling mailman too. So
we gotta do Alone in the Dark. It's just not anywhere ever. It was like it was like on Shudder for like a month.
I have a Brazilian Blu-ray of Alone in the Dark. So, but it's one of those movies, like, I want everyone to be able to see it if we talk about it, because they're like, nah, there's no way there's a scene where this happens. You're like, no, it's really in there.
But we're not making this shit up, man. Come on.
No, we're not. Another thing I'm not making up is we got another fucking blood shower.
Oh yeah, blood showers. I miss blood showers. I do. When's the last time there's been a good blood shower?
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to do these days because we're at a lack for blood, because celebrities and Democrats use them to use blood to make themselves younger and rule the world. And so that's put blood at a premium. It's hard to get now.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
It's just a supply and demand thing. Whereas when we were growing up, blood showers, much more common.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess it's just a sign of the times.
It really is.
Like Prince said. Because he was talking about blood showers in that song,
Yes, he absolutely 100% was talking about blood showers. Speaking of creepy callbacks, they put Rockwell's tombstone in his bedroom, which I assume is a Halloween callback.
Yeah.
In there, we've got another Stevie Nicks. We got a blonde sticking out from underneath his bed.
It's like, did he kill her?
Yeah.
Did the mailman who's like waving a package, like, I've got your publisher's clearinghouse?
Yeah. Did Beast from CBS Television's Beauty and the Beast kill her? Because he's also in that bedroom. Ron Perlman.
That's his dark past.
A uncredited Ron Perlman. I only say that because it's the makeup. I don't really know who's underneath it, but it sure looks like Beast from Beauty and the Beast.
Yes.
And then, of course, we get that really long shot of Rockwell wet on his balcony for 35 seconds.
Yeah, he is dripping.
He's practically dripping into the camera. If you ever wanted to see Rockwell wet, well, this is the video for you.
Like I said, so someone made the mistake of telling him that this was sexy and that, women like this.
Yes.
Women like moisture, Rockwell.
Speaking of people who are forced to be sexy, in the previous episode, we had surmised that Billy Squire's weird, aggressive yo-yo arms were a product of him trying to be sexy, or that this was how he operated on stage. It wasn't the first time he was seen skipping using these arm movements in a music video.
Oh, is that right?
It's in Big Beat.
Oh, okay.
He does it there, but it's not just him. There's other people happening in that. So it's not just focused on him in a fashion smelting factory. And all you have to look at is him going, wonka, wonka, wonka.
Because it's just a thing. This is just a thing he does then.
That is natural unto him. So he does think that is sexy. He thought, this is great. What if we just isolate my movement to this? And then he ruined his career. Rockwell didn't have much of a career beyond this.
No, he did not.
No. He found God. And that's about it. That's what he's up to, is Rockwell.
And
there's not much else to say about the man.
Apparently, hopefully he's not still tormented by a zombie mailman.
Hopefully he's come to peace with zombie mailman or all the half naked dudes in his closet?
One way or the other.
Yes. And that pretty much does it for. Do you have any other observations about Rockwell's Somebody's Watching Me?
I mean, this song is terrible. But my favorite. We skipped over my favorite line, which was I wonder who's watching me now, and then his backup singer is a hearty woo. Like it almost sounds like like a sea shanty, like a bunch of dudes like raising their their beer mugs, whoo, and like the IRS, and it's like, and he says it like he wrote it with an interrobang in the when he wrote out the lyrics of the song.
Yeah, it is the ultimate dad joke in the middle of your creep song.
I mean, honestly, I would find zombie mailmen far more terrifying than the IRS.
Yeah, I mean, they take a long time to get back to you. They won't answer your phone. I don't know, man. I'm not super scared of well, I'm not going to say that. But I'm not in the middle of the song. Like, it's not the creepiest element that I'm afraid someone's going to kill me in the shower. And then who's watching me now? The IRS? Who?
But yeah, I mean, it's a terrible song. But like I said, this video, again, comes from a very, very special time of music videos where they didn't really know what to do with this format yet.
Yeah.
So, do we want to make little movies? Do we want to make, literal interpretation of the lyrics? And this one is kind of both.
Yeah.
And again, the spate of horror themed, but not, I don't know if they thought they were making little horror movies. Horror themed videos is just so, it's really something that needs to be, I wish more people would focus on, because they're just so weird and so, discomforting, and they just put like, a bizarre spin on these songs. Like, well, I didn't think these songs were particularly menacing, but I do now.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this one, obviously they're aiming for paranoia, but they dip into, well, how does this person living? Like, it's just, all of it is too many questions, and it comes off like the Tenant, like he's
paranoia. You don't have, like, I don't think you have hallucinations. You're certainly not, thinking that your mailman is a zombie man, or that he was also just standing in your backyard graveyard with his underpants.
Yeah. And of course, the thing that makes people very paranoid on occasion is marijuana. And as I've said before, and I'll say again, if you find yourself too high, there's only two ways you can go, up or down. And like a friend said to me when I told him that we found ourselves in this condition, he said, there are two solutions here. You can get cocaine or a beer. Like I had cocaine in my fucking house.
Well, I mean, doesn't everybody in Los Angeles? I picture Los Angeles. Everybody's got the Coke carefully, cut out on like a glass topped coffee table.
Yeah. Yeah, but not always, because I have a dog. I can't just like leave things out on the table. He's going to get curious. You have to have a hideaway for that. We went the beer route. A beer will help. So if you find yourself, people are now, in that sort of edibles thing, and edibles can get really wonky. You find yourself there, grab a beer. You'll be fine. It'll help. I promise.
You probably will not visualize zombie mailmen though.
Yes. No. We love our mail service. That is not a business. That is infrastructure, and we need to keep it going. Not to the point we create zombies, however, or partial zombies in this case.
Or underwear.
The mailman makes a cameo in Obscene Phone Caller.
Really? He really had an affinity for that guy, huh?
He just loved calling back to Somebody's Watching Me. Like, you can tell it's the highlight of his entire life. Yeah.
As if anybody but Rockwell would call back to Somebody's Watching Me.
When Rockwell calls, you answer. That's what I've learned in this industry. So that just about does it. Gina, where can we find you on these here internets?
I write for The Spool. This is spool.net. I do television and movie reviews. By the time this goes up, I will have done some coverage for Sundance. I'm moving on up. And I am also on Twitter under Porcelain72.
Do it today, people. Check it out. We are on your socials. We're on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram rarely. And of course, you can check out our progress on various projects. And hopefully in the coming months, we've got some big things coming your way. We have a new episode up that'll be up on Patreon here very soon, where we cover the most demonic and horrifying episode of Chips ever aired. That's right. We talked about Chips. We finally talked about the episode in which Donnie Most plays a Kiss-like rock star whose car radio is possessed by the devil.
The devil.
Bulldog must die. And we discovered that Elvira is the best actor to ever appear on Chips.
Yes, absolutely.
It's a spoiler alert for everyone. Do that today. When we come back to you next time, the body count will continue for myself and for Gina. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.